Hi, welcome to Two Batches.
Two Batches Cooking is about home style with ease.
I'm Maria.
And I'm Rosemary.
Welcome in.
Let's go inside and get started. Amen, sister.
Amen.
Woo! We've got two great recipes for you today.
I'll be making a creamy onion soup.
And I'm making a summer cottage cheese salad. So let's get to it.
All right, well, welcome. So as I promised, I'm going to make a creamy onion soup today. You can use any type of onions. I stopped at our farmer's market this morning and got these delicious white, they call them candy apple onions. I am using a mandolin with a straight blade, and I've cut one onion already. So for this recipe, you need approximately 2 medium-sized onions. These are a little larger, but I will use two of them. You want to be careful when using a mandolin because you do not want to cut yourself. They're extremely sharp blades, but it's also a very quick way to get the job done. So this recipe is actually from my mother. She loved soup. My parents both love soup. They made soup not just in the wintertime. It was a year-round item on the menu. So we have here 2 onions that are been sliced with a mandolin. I will now head over to the stove and we're going to saute these with some chicken broth and start this process. All right, so we're going to turn on the stove to a medium heat. I've placed 2 tablespoons of butter in the pan. I'm going to melt this some and place the onions along with 4 cups of chicken broth. Now you can make chicken broth, you can buy it in a box, you can make it from bouillon cubes, whichever your preference. If you want to make this a vegetarian meal, you can use vegetable stock. It's just all up to you. So I have 4 cups here. So now the onions just need to simmer, cooking in the stock for about 15 minutes to 20 minutes. It's going to bring out the sweetness in the onions, soften them up, and then we will add some spices, some salt, pepper, and milk to make it creamy. All right, we have the onions that have been cooking now for approximately 20 minutes. I am going to prepare to add the milk. You need 2 cups of milk divided. So we're going to add 1 2/3 cup, or 1 2/3 cup actually, to the onion broth mixture. And then the final 1/3, excuse me, will be added. I'm going to add some flour for a thickening agent. I will whisk it up. So I have this, and I will add the flour mixture to the soup and stir to incorporate it. At this time, I am going to add some salt and pepper. You need to always season your foods. You don't want bland foods. So we have a little pepper, and I'll add about a teaspoon of salt. You can always add extra. So now I'm going to turn this down to a simmer, and this soup just needs to cook for another 10 minutes, and then soup will be on.
Summer cottage cheese salad. So cottage cheese has kind of gone out of fashion a little bit, but to be honest, it is quite good for you, and it's low in calorie, even the non-low fat, even the regular cottage cheese. So this is a salad that's super simple. It's going to take 3 minutes to make. And my grandmother, who's Polish American from Detroit, from Hamtramck, made this salad all the time this summer. And I guess it's kind of a thing amongst the Polish American community. So it starts with cottage cheese. So the way to do this is to get a dry, small cured cottage cheese. So there's two that I like, but one I prefer. So there's this good brand that's from mostly at Whole Foods. And then there's the Michigan cottage cheese, which I like because it's actually much drier. And so the idea is not to have a lot of liquid. If you can't find either of these, then you can buy regular cottage cheese and you can strain it. So let's start with 1 cup, and you can see how it's dry. When I put it into a cup measure, it's almost like a ricotta. So let's just do like a heaping 1 cup because I like this to serve 2 people. So we're gonna drop that in here. Pick up my mess a little bit. Ooh, going full Julia Child here. So we've got 1 cup of cottage cheese, and then this essentially, other than salt and pepper, has 2 ingredients. So I'm gonna actually just use the greens of this green onion. So let's cut these as fine as possible. So just use all the green part of the green onion. So let's get down to the end. Okay, set that aside and maybe give them a couple slices. Make them a little bit smaller, perfect. You're just gonna put that in the cottage cheese like that. And you can use 2 radishes. You can use 3. I've tried different kinds of radishes for this dish. I've tried more specialized radishes. I've tried different color radishes, but really the plain radishes that come in your store are the best. And you want to just get these down into small chunks. Okay, no culinary school cutting techniques here, but this will work. So you want to get them to be small chunks. Ooh! Just the radishes give it a really nice cool flavor, and this is so actually low in calorie. I mean, the cottage cheese is low in calorie to start with, even though it's not low cal cottage cheese. And then, as you know, if you look up the calorie content online for a radish or a green onion, it's like 0. Hopefully I'm staying under the 3 minutes because I told you that's how long it would take to make it. So you mix these in to the cottage cheese. Get them going. And the idea is to keep this as cold as possible. If you mix this together and feel like you've spent too much time outside the fridge, you can put it back in the fridge and take it out a little bit, but we've done this pretty quickly. And then pepper makes this taste great. I put more pepper on this than salt, and then I'm just gonna hit it with a tiny bit of salt. And that is it. Let's plate this and see how it tastes. Well, this is definitely 2 batches. The soup looks great, and we're gonna treat ourselves here with our favorite batch, right?
Absolutely.
Rosé goes with anything. And we are longtime rosé drinkers. We did not just jump on the bandwagon a couple of years ago, right?
Absolutely. So
cheers.
Cheers.
Santé. Prost.
X.
Na zdrowie. So let's try. Which one should we go first?
Well,
let's do the
I want to
soup.
try your salad.
Okay,
so
I'll
you can
do
do the soup.
All right. This soup looks so great.
Oh, the salad.
Oh my God.
This is the best summer, spring, fall, actually year-round meal, but it's just so fresh tasting.
It's true that all those ingredients are pretty fresh all year round. You know what? One of the things you said earlier is so true about the soup. So, you know, soup you think of as a winter, fall, which is true, other than some cold soups. But the reality is that these onions are the sweetest and the best and the freshest now. Right?
It is.
So that makes the soup just absolutely amazing.
I did garnish the soup with some fresh chives and some more black pepper.
The soup is crazy good. You know, it would actually be good kind of cold too. Ooh, that was really good.
All right.
Just wanted to cheers.
Well, cheers. Thank you for
Thank you,
joining
everybody.
us.
Look forward to our next episode.